Hi, this is in response to 312 Chicago Adam and his question on how to mute strings and play sweeps cleanly. Basically, there's three parts that come into play when it comes to muting, which would be the right hand, the thumb of your left hand or your fretting hand, and the index finger. First of all, most people I've seen tend to mute like this, with this part of your hand. I tend to mute with this part. Okay, so that's the way I figured that I can get the best results. The thumb comes into place in certain positions. I'll get into that in a second. But probably the most important part of muting, or the most work, is done by my index finger. And I explain this for a second. If I, let's say, fret the E on the 9th fret of the G string, my first finger actually has three jobs. Fretting that note, muting the D string above or below, and the upper two strings. Okay, so a whole lot of work to do for the index finger. Now, if I, for example, play this, I have my thumb here, which mutes basically the low E string and the A string. I have this part of my right hand muting the lower strings, and the first finger muting the high strings. If I play a run like this, let's take the typical Paul Gilbert. Run. You see that my thumb right there is not muting, okay? That's due to the way I hold my hand. So right here, the first finger does a huge amount of work, muting all these strings, and of course, later on, that part of the right hand, of my picking hand, comes into play. I hope you can see how I'm muting these strings here. And later on, you can see my thumb coming into the picture. Now if I play something like this, I have the thumb right there all the time. So right here, it's a whole amount of muting is done, again, by this part of the picking hand. The lowest two strings, the thumb. And again, the first finger, index finger, is muting that G string and the high E string. Now this tapping I did, I pretty much have my right hand on the strings muting. Excuse me. But also again, you can see the thumb and the first finger, for example, right there. So it's kind of like, I see both hands kind of like a team, and they have to play together to make this whole thing work. I hope this helps a bit, and have fun, and all the best. Bye.